So summer's here, and what a crap couple of years with COVID. I'm sure you've all got some riding trips planned, so you should. And I've devised a list of 12 items you need to take on your holiday so you can ride on your holiday and not have a broken self or a broken bike. So let's check it out. Riders, welcome back to Sam's Bikes, where you know we only talk e-bikes, and today we're kind of on holidays, kind of not on holidays. We're in Madrid in a car park with the camper van behind. We're still setting it up. It's been really busy. I can't wait to show you the video of the full setup camper van ready for the EWS race. But I'm sure everyone's planned their trip for their holidays this summer, and so they should. It's going to be epic. Everything's opening up. And these are the 12 things you have to order now, because you know the bike shops don't have much stock. Get your orders in, make sure you have it for that trip so you don't ruin your trip and you can keep on riding for that whole week. Number one, Sam's Bikes t-shirts. You cannot go on holidays without a Sam's Bikes e-bike revolution t-shirt, or the original Sam's Bikes duck t-shirt, or something a little bit more low-key, the Sam's Bikes white outline, or a traditional Sam's Bikes logo t-shirt. Riders, it would really help out if you bought a t-shirt. Link is in the show notes, and also right underneath this video you'll see a banner of where you can buy them, so check them out. Number two, the hanger. And if you don't know what a hanger is, it's actually in between the frame and the derailleur, and it's designed to brake on impact, so it saves your frame and your derailleur. So I wouldn't be worried if you break it. It's actually a good thing, it saved you money. But if you're on holidays, it sucks because you cannot find them. They're bike specific. So get onto your local bike shop or your dealer and make sure you order one of them right now because you need it on your holiday. Number three, 2 new tubes. When we're riding tubeless a lot of the year, you actually don't use your spare tube that much. So I would check your tube, make sure it holds air. And also, I run the Aerothin from Schwabe, you would have guessed. They weigh 116 grams, so it saves a little bit of weight, but they're plastic tubes and they don't perish like rubber. So definitely a great option for that long-lasting spare tube that always sits on your bike. Number four, a quick link. You need a quick link because if you break your chain out in the trails, you're not going to be able to get it started without a quick link. You also need a chain breaker, so make sure you have one of them as well. But quick links come in 11 and 12 speed chain specific, so make sure you grab 2. And when your mate breaks his bike out in the trails, you can negotiate selling this to him for maybe 10 beers for that trip, something like that. I reckon that would work. Number 5, tires. Don't go on your riding holiday with tired tires. They're probably gonna fail. Get a fresh set of tires. I would go Schwabe, the official sponsor of Sam's Bikes channel. Great tires. I'm running the Magic Mary front, Big Betty back, but also if your current tires are okay, grab a spare one or 2, because when you're on holidays, if you do ruin that tire, it's going to be really hard to get a decent tire for a decent price while you're on holidays. So I always travel with at least 1 spare tire. Number 6, brake pads. Like 2 years ago, I was in Fuenlabrada having a great time, and then my brake pads ran out, and I'm super amateur. I didn't bring a fresh set, and I had to go to the local bike shop, and they were very expensive brake pads and not great quality. So definitely grab yourself a spare set. They're not very big. Take them out of the packaging, wrap them up, keep them in your backpack because definitely are needed. Number 7, a spare battery, or I kind of think for a holiday, you're better off going for a generator, a portable generator. I just got this one from Blue Eddy. It's a 500 watt lithium battery in here, with a 300 watt sine wave inverter, 2 power plugs, 5 USBs, wireless charging at the top. And on the weekend I was out with the Kenevo. We haven't got the power set up in the camper van yet. And I used this to charge the Kenevo from empty, so 320 internal battery. And this charged it in about 3.5 to 4 hours. and I had about 20% left in the battery. I was really impressed. It actually got me out to ride both days. So definitely worth a look at these. And Blue Eddy, they do heaps of different types, and I will be doing a long-term review shortly of this product, but I'm really impressed so far. Number 8, a MIPS helmet. I know a lot of us old school e-bike riders are probably getting ready, dusting off that old Troy Lee with Steve Pete's signature on it. It's not a MIPS helmet, riders. They do look good, but you know, we're padding up, we're going to war on these bike parks for 1 week. I would definitely recommend getting a MIPS helmet because this is my second MIPS helmet. My first one was a Bell Super DH, and this one's the gyro switchblade, and it's a convertible helmet, so the chin piece comes off. And what MIPS does is when you have a crash, a high impact, basically there's a shell inside a shell. So when your head hits the ground, your head actually moves inside the other shell and takes away that first impact. And on my last 3 crashes, pretty big ones, I haven't been concussed at all. So you definitely want to look at getting a MIPS. Number 9, a derailleur cable or a spare battery for your SRAM axis. The other day I was out with Jorge and my SRAM battery ran out of power. And it was the biggest pain. I had to ride with the seat up and then change the battery when I was going down. These batteries are pretty small, pretty light. I'd definitely buy a spare because I'm not someone that's that organized and I do forget to charge a lot of things. So definitely spare one of these. And a derailleur cable, look, if it breaks out in the trail, it's gonna be an absolute pain. Just keep a spare one in your backpack, definitely will get you out of trouble. Number 10, a Park Tool emergency tire boot. If you slash the sidewall of your tire on a rock and you're running tubeless, you can put a tube in there, but the tube's gonna stick out through that hole. So what this does is, it's a boot. So it's basically a bit of like really thick rubber, and you put it on the inside of the tire, and then you can put your tube in and it will get you home. So definitely, I always keep, they're not cheap, they're like 5 or 6 euros each, but I always keep a couple in each one of my bags because they're really handy. Number 11, a good riding bag. Summer's hot in Europe and America, and you need a good hydration bag. And I'm rocking 3 different bags, and I'm gonna tell you why. For those long days out, I'm using the Evoke Freerider 16 liter. This holds 3 liters of water. It's got a back protection, but it's a little bit too big for those shorter rides. So I'm actually really enjoying right now the Camelback. I actually have 500 mils of water in the Camelback, which is super handy, very low profile. And I actually carry another 500 ml water bottle on the bike. I love this for that 2-hour ride. And then I've got this new one, which is another hip pack, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. This is actually a COVID purchase. I normally buy Camelback or Evoke. This is an Ion. And I'm gonna say I'm not that impressed with this bag, but the actual idea of having 3 liters on your hip pack, so it's gonna give you about a 2 hours to 3 hour ride, it's really good and I really like it. I actually like this style of bag when you're riding with a full face helmet because you can drink more regularly. When you got a full face helmet on with a water bottle, you actually can't drink that easily and I end up getting dehydrated. So I reckon this is a better option. All 3 bags are a good option. I probably would pass on this one, but definitely Evoke and Camelback make really good hip packs. And number 12, grab some spokes and some nipples, especially if you're riding Industry 9, because if you break a spoke or 2 out riding for that week, it's just gonna be a real pain in the butt to get it sorted and find that in stock, especially with the COVID issues and everything's out of stock. Anyway, riders, that is it for today. I hope you liked my 12 must-have holiday items. Let me know what I missed out. I'm getting super excited for the EWS electric race in September. The training's going pretty well again. I had a couple of weeks off, but I've started again. Camp event's almost ready. And riders, next week, next Sunday night, we're gonna be doing the Kenevo SL versus the Levo SL back-to-back massive shootout test. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see that video, and stay safe out there, riders, and I'm gonna see you next week.